Ready to party, wherever you are. Late night with Jim Gabbert, it's easy on the bar. Oh yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Watch two good movies, a Cyclops plays the blues. Hometown party every Sunday night. Coffee, TV 20, doing it right. Oh yeah, this is what we're gonna do. Watch two good movies while Garth Weber plays some blues. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Jim Gabbert.
I don't know, I was really distracted at something that was going on here. It takes a while for cameras to get around here sometimes. Anyway, where were some of those tonight? More Better Blues is our first movie, and then I'll bet you back in the early days of television, from 48 to 71, there was Ed Sullivan who hosted the town. Do you remember that at all? Yeah, with Ed Sullivan. Well, tonight we have an Ed Sullivan show going way back, and the band tonight is the legendary Cyclops Blues Band, and we have with Cyclops Garth Weber, who's performing, and he has a new CD, Get a Grip on the Blues, and I don't know how we're going to deal with Squid. Hey, Squid. You play with Cyclops Blues Band and you're back there at bartending.
Yeah, I got to pay my bar tab, Jim. Got to get what's going on.
Yeah, but we're going to do without the thing. Nicole, you're back.
I'm back. Did you miss me?
Where were those pictures of Cabo?
Yeah, they're good.
Huh?
Did you miss me?
Here, let me just take a look at these. Yeah, they're, they're, oh, we're going to show a lot of pictures tonight, as a matter of fact. And I've got,
After midnight.
I got something funny too tonight. Before we really get going in the show, we have Bruce Cherry as a really good comedian. But there's one thing I wanted to show Johnny.
Hey, Jim.
I got something here that is hysterical. I'm not going to show it to everybody out there. First off, can I have those pictures again? You're going to really like this.
Mark, bring those over.
I'm just showing you pictures, okay? These are pictures that we're showing.
Wow, can we show this on TV?
Not yet.
Please?
Okay?
Wow.
Okay.
That's Nicole, if I'm
as
not
we're doing
mistaken.
pictures and everything else, here's another interesting picture.
Who is that guy?
That is not a stripper.
That is not a stripper.
Is that you?
That is me a long, long time ago. It is really, I worked on a little station down in Santa Paula, Southern California, at KSPA. The shift was from 1:30 in the afternoon till 10 at night, Monday through Saturday, and I think I made like minimum wage was $1.50 an hour, and it was a long time ago.
You were a handsome young guy back then.
Oh yeah, stud man. As a matter of fact, there's I want to show you guys something. Hey Chet? Chet Helms. Chet,
where is he?
Can you come on down? He's under the moose back there.
Make way.
Yeah, family dog. You remember Chet Helms?
Yeah,
Oh, God,
are you
legend
joking?
of legends.
He looks the exact same.
Yeah. Chet. Oh, what are you doing on the beer scene?
Here's tonight. Weinhardt's Porter and Weinhardt's Ale.
And Weinhardt's root beer.
We have vanilla cream and we have root beer as well.
Yeah. Chet, how long have you been in the Bay Area?
How long have I been in the Bay Area?
Yeah.
Since 1962.
Since '62. So I want to show you now on this monitor, I want to show you guys some pictures, okay? First off, this is me in the 50s, okay? That's me in the 50s.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, it's real.
What is in your mouth?
A cigarette.
Okay.
Everybody smoked in the 60s. Okay, now we go, I'm sorry, this is 50s. Now we go to the 60s.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
There we go.
Okay, this is the evolution to the 60s. And then from there, we move on, and now we're going to go to the 70s. And this is all part of living in San Francisco.
Oh my, you haven't changed in 20 years.
Really?
Oh, shut up.
He was disco dancing there, but
No, the funny thing was with the mustache is, my grandmother was Mexican, and you could see the heritage once the mustache was there and
Right.
everything else. I used to get free tacos everywhere. I mean, it was really good.
Yeah, where'd you get those? Hey,
Any
looks
place
like there's
that-
still some left on
Yeah,
your
they
mustache too.
Hey, Pedro.
It worked though. The mustache is pretty good though.
It was, no, it wasn't.
Is that a real one?
Yeah, it was real. Oh, I remember in the 70s, the big wide lapels.
All right.
And I used to wear fry boots with the squared off toes.
It's coming back.
Looks like Mark's shirt,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the 70s.
Sure.
Yeah, that shirt looks like it's out of the 70s.
Your shirt. I'm serious. I got this from the.
Get that picture back up. Was that on there?
Chet, with all the family dog stuff you're doing and everything else, do you have something coming up again?
Beg pardon?
Do you have something else coming up?
It's not a family dog project per se. It's the 30th anniversary of the Summer of Love, a big free ungated event in Golden Gate Park.
Would that have been in 67?
67, right?
No.
30 years.
When did KSAN start? Was that 60? KMPX started first
Right.
with Tom Donahue and those
Right,
guys who
that's
pulled it
right.
off. And that
Probably
was,
in late '66, and then probably '67 was probably when they shifted over. That was originally KMPX, and they shifted over to KSAN.
KSAN,
That
right,
crew of people
yeah.
did, and that was in '67 sometime.
and at that time, Bill Graham was almost doing just street concerts and street fairs, or
No, actually, he was doing his concerts. He really wasn't, in many ways, very involved in the community at that time. The Council for the Summer of Love in the Haight was a kind of ad hoc group of people. The Oracle, the first underground newspaper,
Oh, yeah, I remember
Family
that.
Dog, the Straight Theater, and the Diggers were the core people in the Council for
of
the
which
Summer
you
of
were
Love.
almost like the core of the core.
Right, right. And so we organized a lot of the free events in the park. We helped the Haight-Ashbury Free Medical Clinic get started. We helped Huckleberry House for Runaways. We did all the free events that whole summer in '67 in the panhandle of the park.
And he remembers it.
Well, do you realize these were the guys that screwed everything up?
I know, we can't do these
Love in
things
the
now.
park.
We're going to do it again on October 12th. I mean,
Where's it going to be? Out in the park? Or?
yeah, it's going to be in the Beach Chalet Meadows, that big soccer field right behind the Beach Chalet, between the windmills.
What do you have going on? What's going on?
And 30th anniversary of the Summer of
Yeah, no,
Love.
what do you got planned?
A lot of bands, speakers, poets, spiritual leaders, things of that order. And we'll have a few of the geezer bands, but we'll have some younger bands too. I'm not ready to announce anybody per se yet, but
God, so you're too young for that, for the Summer of Love.
I'm trying to picture the people that did it in '67 getting back together. and
Do you
doing it now,
realize?
30
No,
years
yeah,
later.
but do you realize this was such an event in San Francisco that the Gray Line tours put Haight-Ashbury on their tour?
Right.
Remember that?
Oh,
Everybody
yeah,
be out
sure.
there. I remember one
they
time.
had a little cue sheets that told you how to understand hippie speak, you know?
I remember one time I was walking down Haight Street, and the cops, this is, all these hippies and all these freaked out people, and the cops rounded us all up. I was just there watching. Next thing I know, I'm in a paddy wagon.
You get
In a paddy wagon.
Oh, my
they
goodness,
busted
yeah.
everybody. We were all.
right, they
it was,
just swept everybody
yeah,
out.
just
Daisy in the end of the gun. Remember that one?
Right,
That woman
right.
put a
That
daisy
was
in the end of the gun.
Oh,
on
yeah.
Haight Street, right. That was on Haight Street.
And speaking of a little nostalgia, I've got something tonight that is really fun. Those of you who don't even remember what things were like. In the early days of television, here in San Francisco, they didn't have a way to get the network because they didn't have microwaves or anything. So in the early days of television, they used to do live shows. And they had a show called Teletours every Wednesday night for 15 minutes. And here is one that I think you're going to really enjoy. When Channel 5 moved out of their building on Van Ness, they were throwing these films away. I grabbed some, and there's this guy who used to do Man on the Street interviews, and this is television, I think about 1951 or 1950. Let's watch this for a second, get the audio up.
Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. January 1, half a century past. We're heading into a new era, of course. We have decided to take teletrips down on Market Street in San Francisco to see what people think about the past year and to try and predict what the new year might hold for them. Also, a very important event is about to take place. In just a minute or so, something unusual will happen. This is going to become a new occurrence in your life every week. In the meanwhile, we'd like to talk to some of the people that we meet here on the street and see what they think about 1951. We're going to wander over here. Sir, can we talk to you? What is your name? How long have you lived in San Francisco?
40 years.
40 years? Well, you are one of the natives then.
Yes.
What do you think about 1951?
Well, that would be a good year.
Do you have any predictions, any guesses to make?
I hope that boy will be all right.
Well, I'm sure we all do. Thanks very much for talking to us. May I ask you your name? Are you frightened of me?
No, I'm not.
Oh, well then won't you ask me a question? Or I'll ask you one. All right, fine. Of course, you realize we happen on these people without their knowing it. We just jump in. May we talk to you? You have to go to work. Very well, we can't stop you from that. Well, let's talk to you. What is your name, sir?
Lee Appel,
I see. What do you do, sir?
clothing salesman.
What do you think 1951 will hold for you?
Well, I hope that it holds peace. I spent 4 years in the last one, and I hope I don't have to do it again.
We certainly hope that you won't have to do that again. Do you hear those sirens?
I sure do.
That was just the sound. In those days it was on film with the sprocket. But the funny thing was, this was January 1st, 51, and the guy said we're going to have peace, and that was the year that the Korean War started. You know, just a few months right after that. And it was they were testing the air raid sirens in San Francisco because they thought the Koreans might come over and bomb us. And that was the first time they'd ever done it.
Is that what you heard on the background of that?
Yeah, the sirens were starting. It was the air raid sirens on Market Street and everything else. Okay, we right now are going to get our hands together. We have with us the legendary Cyclops Blues Band, one of the greatest blues bands, and more better blues is kind of what they play at the Sleazy Arms. Let's go, man!
All right, thanks, Jim. More better blues. Well, here's one from an old friend of ours, Boss Skaggs. It's called Running Blues. To me, lady, so it's understood. This running round life, they ain't doing me no good. I get tired, get so tired of paying dues, and it seems there's no way around it, no way around the running blues. Well, I like to have my fun, I like to run around, and I ain't no stranger in nobody's town. I get tired, I'm so tired of changing views, and the road don't get no shorter when you got the running blues. Well, this running round life might seem nice and easy when you're blowing in the wind. Sometimes I get real breezy. I get tired, so tired of changing views, and the road don't get no shorter, running round and running blues. Hey! My pockets, no holes in my shoes, but I don't know if I'm leaving Detroit, coming into Baton Rouge. I get tired, so tired of changing views, and the road don't get no shorter when you got the running blues. Left my billboard at the airport, my suitcase on the train. Now I can't find my umbrella, and it's damn sure that it rain. I get tired, so tired of paying dues, and the road don't get no shorter when you got the running blues. Well, the nightlife ain't no good life, but it's my life too. But you're bound to this highway, ain't nothing you can do. So tired, boy, I get tired of playing blues, and it seems there's no way around it, no way around the running blues.
legendary blues band. Next week's show comes from Cabo San Lucas.
It does.
Yeah.
That's in Mexico.
Excellent.
Yeah. I hear you and Bob Twigg got a twofer.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
2 cheeseburgers for the price of 1.
That was something like that. We have. Where's? I swear to God, I saw Jim Carrey here. Did you see Jim Carrey here a while ago?
Might be there.
Didn't you see Jim Carrey?
So,
Are you Jim Carrey?
Excuse me. I like your microphone.
Thank you.
All right.
I don't know. It looks like Pee Wee Herman with a bad hairdo.
I think we better take a break. Can I see those pictures again over there? Just a second here.
This is me and Bob, actually. In
We'll be right back after these messages.
And that Helms, Gabbert, Grill.